I would like to suggest an ancient Christian meditation practice called Lectio Divina, or sacred reading or prayed reading, as a means of personal or group discernment. Because this way of reading or meditating on a text moves us beyond simply the mental, reflective, active reflective state, if you will, in holding the text. And it tries to take us through a series of paces, a methodology, if you will, or steps that brings us from the head to the heart. So in this practice, we take a passage, a text, in our case, a biblical text, because this is what the Benedictines were doing when they created this practice many, many years ago. And we read it 4 times. And some have suggested that this became about because there are 4 Gospels, and each of the Gospels tells us something different, reveals something different. And so this allows us to move deeper into the truth as well. In the first step, St. John of the Cross in the 16th century said that there's a verse that Jesus gave for instruction on prayer that really helps us understand this prayed reading. And it is Jesus speaking in Luke, where he says, "Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you." And so St. John of the Cross said in the first movement, in the first reading of the text, we simply seek. We seek in reading and just let the words flow over our mind. And in the second movement, we find. Seek and you will find. We find in reflection, in meditating on the passage, looking at the words, finding which word or phrase speaks to my heart. Which word or phrase is the Spirit illuminating in this moment? And then it says knock in prayer, in response. What is your response? What does your heart want to say? And then finally, see what opens to you. What door is God opening through this? So let's do it with that verse. The first time I'll simply read it and you listen. Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. In this second reading now, you find, as you hear the words, which word or phrase is illuminated for your heart. And then we take a selah, a rest, like the psalmist said, rest, and let the Spirit do its work. Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you. As we read the passage a third time, we knock. Respond. What does your heart want to say in response to this word? What questions do you have? What feelings are coming up within you? What do you want to say to God? Ask, and you will receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. And finally, we simply move into that contemplative place of complete rest with God and with God's Word. Nothing is required of us but to simply be present. Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened.